Evolving Spirits. I am Coach Yolanda, owner of Evolving Spirit Wellness, and I want to give you a exercise that has been very helpful for me in the past when I want to articulate or express what is going on with me, and there may not necessarily be another party involved. These are thoughts and emotions that I've had, that I've held, that I'm ready to release. And so we already do a lot of work here at Evolving Spirit Wellness in supporting people in releasing a lot of emotion. And so I've used this activity in the past to help me when there's so many thoughts going on in my head or so many things going on in my heart that I can't really articulate what it is I want to say or what it is I want to release. But I know it's there and I know it is a block. And so I invite everyone, and I've done this before, so you may have seen me talk about this. I invite everyone to go to your local dollar store or $1.25 store and get a plate. Doesn't have to be this color, doesn't have to be this kind. You might want to get more than one. I've done this exercise so many different times with so many different plates. I used to keep spare plates on hand just for this exercise, and it's been very helpful for me to remind myself of things that I say that I'm leaving behind, that I am releasing, so that I can get to the truth. And so, if you want to grab yourself a plate, some type of mallet or hammer. This happens to be a seafood mallet that I just happen to have. You want to get a bag, and you don't want to just get any bag. You want to get a bag that is thick enough to take a licking and keep on ticking, so to speak. And you also want to make sure that you have a pen, a Sharpie perhaps, or some other permanent ink, because we are going to write on the plate. So this particular plate, I've had it for quite some time. I've used it to support me in releasing particular emotions such as guilt, shame, anger. Anything can go on this plate, and this is what we're going to do. So, for those of you who don't know, I am the mother of four. I have three daughters, one son. My son Isaiah passed away in 2013, and of course, all of the emotions that go along with losing a child follow me every single day. One of the ways in which I have been able to cope is by writing how I feel, talking about how I feel. What I do every single day is to support me in grieving the transition of my son. And so this plate represents some of the things that I have said to myself about Isaiah. And I have his birth date and the date that he passed away, his full name, all of the things that make me think about him go on this plate. And again, I've done this exercise before. I haven't necessarily done this exercise and held on to it this long. I started this plate maybe 3, 4 years ago. I'm not finished. And you may find when you do this exercise that it may take you a long time to get to the point where you are ready to do what we are going to do with this plate. I have decided that today has been enough time and I'm ready to break this plate. Some of the things that I have written are about my guilt, about what I miss most about him, about how sorry I am, my prayers that he didn't suffer, knowing that he is in perfect peace at this point in time. Those are the kind of things. Now, I have my pen here, so if I wanted to keep writing, I could just go and write. You don't have to write in the way that I have. Again, I've done this exercise where I've written all over the plate, on the back of the plate. I have used this exercise to support me in so many different ways. I believe that I am complete with the things that I have said on this plate. And here's the beauty of this exercise. Even if I'm not complete, I can get another plate. But the things that I have written here, I am complete with. It is well in my soul. And so I'm going to take this plate, I'm going to put it in a bag. I have my glasses on so that I can see, but also to protect my eyes. And so, again, you have to make sure that the bag that you have is going to be able to take what we are about to do. I can use a mallet. I could take this bag outside, crash it on the ground. But the point is I'm going to crack these words. I'm going to release these feelings, these thoughts. I am complete in how I feel about these particular things. And so I'm going to symbolically crack them. Now, in cracking them, there is something that is going to rise up in you when you do this exercise because it is a physical activity. It's the physical manifestation of what you want to happen spiritually, what you want to happen energetically, to release and be done with the things that are keeping you stagnant, that are keeping you from the truth of what is. And what happens when you break that, you can take those pieces and make something beautiful. This is a mosaic that I made with the pieces from another project. I wrote on the back here, Negative Talk and Judgment Plate 2019. So I did this in 2019, same exercise. I wrote on a plate. This happened to be all of the negative words that men have said to me and that I internalized. I put that sucker in a bag, broke it, and with the broken pieces, I made art. And that's why I call this piece Broken Can Be Beautiful, because I took all of those things. And this is symbolic of how those things broke my heart, but how I managed to put my heart back again. And I can't see what those words are. I don't know what was said. I know that I felt it when I broke that plate. And I took those words, and that is the foundation that I stand on now. And so I have a larger piece where I have done this exercise so many times with different plates, where I've created mosaics on canvas. You don't have to do this. You get to do whatever you want. There have been times when I've done this exercise, taken the broken pieces, buried them in the yard. Because when I say I am done, I mean I am done. It is buried, or I'm going to create something beautiful from something negative. And so I have this hanging in my bedroom. I think I'm going to put it right back over here so that it's a reminder of what I did with all of that negative self talk. I even created an entire course around Broken Can Be Beautiful. It is a mantra that I tell people because we all have some brokenness within us, something that we feel has broken us. You can take it and turn it into something beautiful. And so when I am done with this recording, I'm going to take this mallet, I'm going to crack this plate, I'm going to keep the pieces until I am ready to create something beautiful. I invite you to do the